Can you guys imagine being old, right? And this is like 50 years old, right? So this anime is called Reincarnated, Bureaucrat to Villainess. Alright, so this blonde chick is an old man. This is scary, guys. This is probably the scariest thing that could ever happen to a man. Especially if you identify as a man. You know, there's a lot of SJW stuff out there. But yeah, if you identify as a man, like this old dude right here, right? He's 52 years old. Now he's this blonde chick. That is scary. And now he's in school. I think it's a college though, so it's not too bad. You know, everyone's adult here. I believe there are yikes. But anyways, this is what it's about. The narrative centers around Kenzaburou Tondabayashi. We'll call him Tonda, a 50-year-old servant from modern-day Japan, who finds himself reincarnated as Grace Auvergne. Damn, what's that name? A villainess in a otome game. Otome game is just pretty much a game catered to a specific gender, which is the females, alright? So, in otome game, this transformation presents a significant challenge for Kenza as he grapples with the expectations of embodying a haughty, noble girl, a role that contrasts sharply with his disciplined and calm demeanor. So yeah, as you guys can see, this would be a really huge problem just based on their differences. But now he's not just an old man. He has to play the role of a young blonde gal. Like, holy. So, despite his initial confusion, Kenza, we'll call him Kenza, inherent kindness and elegance allow him to forge friendships. Oh, I see. So his inherent kindness allow him to forge friendships. That makes more sense. Particularly with the heroine of the game. His ability to connect with others and maintain a positive reputation among his peers highlights the contrast between his past life and his current circumstances as he navigates this new world. Kenza relies on his professional experience, impeccable manners, and strong family values to adapt and ensure the storyline progresses as intended. Yeah, but that's not happening here, guys. As you guys can see, you guys watch this episode, he tries, but to no avail. You know, it just, when you're a man, it's really hard to be a woman. Let's just put it that way, all right, guys? Holy. This journey reflects themes of identity, adaptation, and blending of personal values with societal expectations. This anime so far has been one fun roller coaster so far. I honestly have been enjoying it. Just seeing how this old man navigates being in his young gal's body. And so far, it's just, the contrast is so great. You know, it's just so easy to see, you know, put yourself in those shoes. You know, if you became the opposite gender, and not just the opposite gender, guys, okay? Don't think it's just a gender swap. You know, it's not that simple. You're literally like a top of the echelon in nobility. You know, this blonde girl is literally the top female within the society. And you're just, like, no hard feelings, guys, but we're just nobodies compared to nobility back in the 1900s, or I'm not really sure when you know, the otome game is based on, but just imagine that, like in the 1900s, nobilities, or the 1800s, you know, when there was nobilities, you know, we were pretty much nobodies. We're just trash heaps in the side of the road. So imagine yourself, you know, being this trash heap, being this nobody, you know, and you're old too. You know, you're old, and this I like how they that duality between being old and young again. You know, he's like, oh, I have better eyesight. You know, there was a clip here where he was like, oh, I have better eyesight, he can look further. You know, he was just going through the joys of just being young again. So yeah, you're this nobody, and now you're this somebody. So imagine that you become a somebody, and you become a somebody but of the opposite gender. And you guys can see here, he's trying to play his role, but the other thing that a chip on his shoulder is that I believe he used to be a gamer. They hinted this in the beginning. When he was talking to his daughter, he was like, "Oh, I'm just following in the footstep of my mom and dad," which he's the dad. And so I'm thinking, oh, she's playing this otome game, so that means he used to be a huge gamer, and he rattles off all these older games that he used to play. So yeah, that's his chip on the shoulder, that despite not really being part of nobility, he knows from other games and his other experiences how nobility acts, and he's seen some of the game too of this otome game from his daughter's playthrough. So he's not totally just like lost. But like, guys, just playing a whole new person, a whole new character, it's like being an actor, but being an actor 24/7. But here's the other thing: you've never been an actor in your life, so you don't have this skill. You don't know how to be an actor. So now you go into this new life, and now you have to have the talent of an actor. You have to successfully be the opposite gender, and not just that, but be of nobility. So this task seems really impossible to do if it ever happened to anyone. Just imagine being a female going to a male's body, or a male going into the female's body, but you're old. You know what I'm saying? It's like this would probably be a man's worst nightmare. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine you become a woman against your will. Against your will, okay? And you become a very attractive woman. And now all the guys are gonna want you. That's probably the scariest shit ever, being wanted by another man. Stuck in a woman's body. That to me is what would terrify me if I was reincarnated as a female, and a female nobility at that. And it's already hinted at, this is like, common sense that was in this otome game, that she's already betrothed to the prince. So she's already engaged to another man as an old dude. This is stuff of nightmares, guys. Like, I would never want this to happen. I wouldn't wish this even upon my greatest enemies. So he was extremely confused as to why this is happening to him. Very, very, very scary. But as you can see here, he's taking it through stride. He's taking it very well so far. Just throughout the anime, he hasn't really dreaded much of anything other than just playing through the game. He's like playing through the game, trying to remain a villainess, just going through the steps, not trying to take things too serious. He's over here obviously enjoying himself, as you can see here, teaching the main MC of the otome game. And then you can see some discussions here, but it gets more interesting once they start treating it as a game. Once they start treating it as a game, that's where it gets, once we go beyond the game, beyond the game and the flags, beyond that's what we want to see, is how does he navigate through just this being an actual reality. But yeah, so far, guys, it's been fun. It's been nice. There's nothing exceptional about it. It's just another otome game, Reincarnated, another isekai, a quote-unquote trash isekai, if you will. But yeah, so far so great. I have no complaints. It's a little slow, but for this specific anime, I think being slow is okay. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, go out and check it out. It's been a really fun ride so far. I love the old man jokes, and then I love how he's trying to adapt, and I love how, despite this happening to him, he's taking it on the chin and just enjoying himself. But yeah, that is all, guys. Go check it out if you like this type of anime, this type of isekai. This is an isekai, or this is just type of slow pacing, which I do not mind every now and then. But yeah, that is all, guys.